All right, hello. You were watching the JMH Experience, and this is Jose Hernandez. I am your host, and I am here today alongside my very first guest. Um, and her name
My name
is
is Evelyn.
yeah,
Evelyn Salgado.
and yeah. So like, what we're gonna talk about is just like what we want to dive into is like some like any like paranormal things that have happened to us like personally or and also like we want to get dived into like some conspiracy theories that like it's not that we necessarily believe in, but like some things that are out there that exist. So I want to get us started with like this ghost, like a ghost story, like this like thing, this like something that happened to me like when I was like I had to be like maybe like 9 or 10, but I remember like just so like how the day started was like we went to the store like me and my parents, and like I remember like there was this like toy I wanted. I remember too it was like a SpongeBob, like it was like one of those like SpongeBob toys that um like you can like play around with his face, and like I don't know, like it was like really cool, like but like basically I wanted it, but like my parents weren't gonna get it for me. Like I don't know, like I think I was being bad or something, but basically I threw like a whole fit, and I went home like very mad at them, right? You guys know how it was back then when you didn't like want like get
What you wanted?
what you wanted, like
Yeah.
just like you would just throw fit. And like I remember like I don't know, like I would sometimes like go in, like because like in my living room like we had like this like sofa. It was like just for one person though, but it was like one of those that like lean back, and like they have like the recliner and all of that. Like I don't know. Sometimes when I was like upset, I remember I would just like hide behind that sofa, and because it was like behind like a window, and like I could get like sometimes like some sunlight from the window, and like that would just be like my area, like I don't know, to like escape. And I remember we got home, but it was like late already, and it was night. So I remember like I wasn't like really scared of the dark, I guess, because I wouldn't even turn the light on. And I remember going home that day, and I went like to my spot right behind the sofa, but I didn't turn the light on or anything like that. And I remember just like crying over over this toy, right, over this like just whatever, right. And all of a sudden, like I just like I hear and I was like this, like I was like crawled up into like a ball, like
You were crawl up into
yeah,
a wall. Uh huh.
and like next to me, like on my right, I remember it was on my right too. There was like a figure of like a child. Like now like my memory is kind of like foggy if it was a boy or a girl, but because
You
like
don't know. You don't
sometimes like
remember.
it's hard to tell sometimes
Mhm.
if with their voice. But
Mhm.
it was a child. It was a little child,
Mhm.
like maybe like from like my age too, maybe too, like or maybe younger. But they said like they were like trying, they were saying like don't cry, so to be okay. They were just trying to like cheer me up. I remember like they were just saying something like that. They were just but they were being nice for sure.
They were
But
really nice. It
I'm
was
like yo,
nice. It was a nice
but
ghost, a nice spirit.
I was like, hold on, wait a minute, something's wrong here, something's up. And obviously like I panicked, and like I screamed, and it was like because like I don't know who this is. Anyway, I remember it had like they didn't have like a human figure, like I don't
Mhm.
know. They do like
Yeah.
I remember like this actually like happened.
Yeah. For me, when I was younger, I saw like this. Okay, I didn't think it was like anything. I mean, it depends on the way you view it. I didn't get scared of it, and I didn't feel threatened by it. I was very young, and like obviously, I'm such a scary cat by all means. But it was like this black. It looked like a sphere, like a ball, very faded but very black. If that makes sense, like faded around the edges. I don't know how to explain it. And it just passed by me when I turned around, and I honestly don't know why I even turned around. I think I was going back from where I was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And as it passed by me, there was a chair. It was actually in the living room. And my dad, he's a chef, so he would always have like his. My mom would iron his clothes and all of that stuff for the following morning. So that felt as soon as it passed, and it went straight to my parents' room,
Oh
which was
really?
like connected there. And I remember looking, and I didn't get scared that I saw that. It was so weird to see something like that. And I just stared at my mom because my mom was behind me. She's like, and I'm like, you saw that too, right? Like, I'm not crazy, right? And we never talked about it because, in my defense, I never felt scared about it. We did pray and whatnot, but I never actually felt scared. So to me, I like to think of it as something not good, but something that didn't want to hurt us, or
Yeah.
maybe it was just my imagination or whatever.
Didn't think it
But
was like
yeah,
the wind or nothing like that.
no, it was literally there, we had no windows opened. Yeah, like
Because
no.
how heavy is that? Like,
I don't know. It was like I think it was like not like
was it
I don't
face like maybe it was like about to
know.
like
Me
fall
trying
off?
to explain it with my hands. They're not even gonna be able to see us. I don't know how to explain. It was like knee length,
Yeah.
and it was like a ball. But it was like a floating. Sorry, it was like a floating ball. If that makes sense, right?
Mhm.
Like you couldn't hear it. Like as soon as I turned, I just saw it pass by. And I was like, oh, like, what was that? I
Yeah.
wasn't scared, but I saw it. I was like, okay, that's weird. That's a little not
Wait, when
so
did this happen?
normal. Oh, I was so young. This happened like, I want to say before high school. It was probably like 12 or 13.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was before high school. But yeah, that's what happened.
Like I have like this one that didn't happen to me, but it happened to a friend of my uncle. He told him that like his friend like he works at a cemetery like
Mm-hmm.
and like basically he just like in charge of like I think like cremating the bodies. Yeah, that's what
Oh,
it is.
okay, gotcha.
And that he said one day that like he was going to like a new cemetery that like to do
Mhm.
like a new job there, and he
Mhm.
has never been to the cemetery before, and so he didn't like know anyone there, but he said that like he went to like look for like any staff because like obviously he has to like check in with someone like
Mhm.
to see like where the bodies are, and that he did find like someone right there, and like he was like just like he said that he was shoveling, and there was
Okay.
an employee there, and he went up to him and he introduced himself, and like he said, "Oh, I'm here, yeah, yeah," like
Mhm.
and then they went down to the tunnel
Mhm.
where like they have like the like all the bodies there.
Okay.
It's like just like it's like down like the tunnel, it's like below, like it's like, it was like a basement area
Okay.
in the cemetery, and like he was checking out the bodies with him and everything, like everything was good, right? And like yeah, everything was going well, and then when he was like he wasn't going to work that day, he just wanted to like I guess like see, and then he was going to like do it the next day, but and then so he went back the next day, and then when he went back the next day, he said the guy was there and everything, but um, like he said like all the bodies like were gone though.
All the
And he said like
bodies?
he said that the guy didn't even have an explanation,
What?
and
That's crazy.
he found it weird that he also said that the cemetery looked very abandoned, like if no one had been there in years. Like he said, but he said like that was like the location that they had like given him because like kind of like how like those people work sometimes. It's like you're almost like an independent contractor, so like you're just like
Mhm.
working for. It's like if okay like I'm gonna go like do like jobs for multiple cemeteries, not just one.
Mhm.
Like that's like basically how like they work sometimes, like the
Mhm.
cremators.
Mhm.
Well, at least like some of them, because I know some of them will just stay like with one
Mhm.
cemetery, one church, and but like this guy like that's like the directions like that they gave him, and he found it like very weird. Like he was getting this like weird vibe that like something was off, so so he went back to his car and
Mhm.
like he called like his supervisor to like make sure that it was like the right location, and then
Mhm.
he explained the situation. Like he's like, yeah, yesterday the bodies were here, but now they're gone, and then like and the groundskeeper here, he's saying that like they just that when he got there that morning, he
Mhm.
said that they were gone. That he was surprised too that they were gone. He
Mhm.
said that he didn't know what happens to him. It was like it's like and it's like these it's like bodies that are like ready that are like obviously like they're ready to be
Mhm.
cremated,
Yeah. Okay. It's gonna sound
so
a little silly, but don't they have cameras or something like that?
and then like that's
Especially
what I then there was like no cameras or anything like
no.
that, I guess
No.
I don't remember like him saying like this that part like
Mhm.
but like obviously I guess there was like no cameras
Mhm.
because like or maybe he just didn't ask if there were if there were any cameras, but there was like no explanation for it.
Mhm.
And then come to find out like when he was like on the phone like with his supervisor, right, like he was like double checking his like to make sure that he gave him the right address of the
Mhm.
cemetery, but but it was actually the wrong address.
Mhm.
Like, it was like to a cemetery that was like really close there, but it was
Mhm.
like more down like a couple more like streets down, and it was like very close to it,
Mhm.
but like he gave him the wrong one. And he was saying like that, well, the one that you're at right now is actually like, well, they closed down like in 19 like it was in 1980 something,
Oh,
like I
okay.
forgot what year exactly, but in the 90s. like
Mm.
that they closed, and that like for like some like just mysterious like reason like that it used to like operate that cemetery, but like it closed and like all the bodies that were there, they dug them out and they moved them to a different cemetery. So like there's like not even like dead bodies there supposedly.
So it's just abandoned now.
So it's just an abandoned cemetery, but like it was never like taken down, you know,
It's just there.
demolished. It was never demolished.
No. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was just there. So then the guy like he just like looked at the groundskeeper and he thought that he didn't think that he was like a ghost or something like that. He thought that it was like some guy just pretending to that he runs the place.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that he didn't like really feel threatened by him because like he never gave him that vibe, the guy that was there. But he did find that like obviously like very weird because like it's abandoned, like so like no one's supposed to like operate here. But like this guy like he's pretending to like manage the place. And he thought that he was just playing a joke on him.
Okay.
Because and that's when he thought that the bodies were that he moved the bodies, the groundskeeper there, and just to like scare him.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
And what if he did? Because I know there's sometimes people that can be a little bit of a
like that even sounds like a whole
mentally
YouTube.
ill.
That sounds like a whole YouTube. Like nowadays, like that's like somebody's
Yeah.
like someone's gonna make a YouTube video out of that.
Yeah.
Like we pretend to operate on a cemetery, and hide dead bodies from the cremator prank.
It could be that.
Gone
yeah.
wrong.
Or
911
or
call.
if anything, like I know sometimes there's just people that are mentally ill, and it's really hard to like tell apart. Actually, I think there was a movie about that. I'm not entirely sure. Not about what you
But
told
that's crazy
me,
when you think
but
about it, right?
just
How
about
he just had all
people
these
that
dead bodies.
yeah, like people could act normal and they look normal, but in reality they're mentally ill, and they have no help, and like they're doing all these things that nobody knows about because they can just be so normal. So yeah. Now.
Yeah.
No,
No, like I was saying though, like he said that the bodies were like actually like they were there. Like when he checked them out the day prior to that,
the day prior.
they were there. It was like he said it was like a dozen of them. Like it was like a good amount.
And they already been there for like very long time ago, right? Or were they?
He did say that like it looked like they had passed like
recently.
Yeah.
What if? Because sometimes they traffic the organs and stuff like that. So if it was very recent, they could have done that too.
It could get
yeah. Because if they've just been there for quite a while, then I don't think so. But if they were recently put there, then yeah, that could have been also a thing.
Yeah.
And since you said it was just one person, right? That usually works.
You imagine what's no, yeah, but
like I mean, I'm pretty sure you obviously get good money from that, unfortunately. So
that could have just been like a whole operation right there, right? And then they got caught, and they were like, oh shoot, like we gotta hide these bodies.
Yeah.
Wait, actually,
This just reminded me. There was a video. I don't know if it went on the news, but how in Disneyland, in the bathrooms, there's like a back door where they would take children away from there, to traffic them and stuff. I just randomly remembered about that because of the traffic.
Oh yeah, that does happen. Yeah.
Yeah, but actually, my mom, she works at a hotel not close by Magnificent Mile, but like in the street behind that. And she's in charge of like recently like supervising, but this was like years ago, right? So she would like supervise with her other coworker like rooms and make sure like they were clean and everything. Anyways, she got a call from one of the housekeepers, not housekeepers, housekeeping, I guess like what would you call a maid, that was cleaning the room, and she was like, what did she call? She's like, I'm trying like this person that was supposed to leave, actually, fuck, I just read your video. I don't remember that much. I don't know why I brought it up.
No, but like going back it's dude, I mean I can just like edit it.
So, you can edit it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's easy.
Okay. Alright, so
like this whole part right now is recording, but like, I'm gonna just edit this.
Oh, you can edit it. Oh, okay, thank goodness. But what I was trying to go with this, because I don't remember exactly how it happened, but she was trying to push somebody, or she thought it was a toy, because it turned out to be a man that was dead.
Yeah.
But he was like tiny. He was like probably this tiny, like an older, like, but he looked like a toy. Like, have you ever watched they do a series about Steve
Like Steve Rogers, Captain America.
No,
Oh.
they do like a series
Steve
about
O?
scary Goosebumps.
Oh,
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
You know the not the mannequin, but the scary one. That's the scary one.
The toy, like
The toy,
yeah,
the guy
yeah,
toy
like
that has
that-
like
who
a
has, like, he's in a
business,
suit.
like a suit.
Yeah.
Yes, she said that it looked
The puppet.
exactly like him, and she's like, "Oh, it's a puppet. It's a toy. It's a toy. It's a toy. It's a big, but it's a toy nonetheless. And it's so heavy. Like I'm trying to open the door because I have the key card, and she was trying to open the door, and then she was able to finally open the door. She said that she grabbed the toy and she pushed it out of the door because she was gonna bring in her cart. She brings her cart, she pushes him to the side, and then she just opens the windows. It was very dark, right? Like you couldn't really see much. She opens, I mean, not the windows, the curtains, right? And she opens the curtains and she looks around. She looks at the toy again, and you can actually see that it's a person.
Okay.
It had passed away. She started screaming. She started calling them. She was like, "There's a dead body."
Which is a tiny person.
Yeah, it's just like, and she's like, and then they told her like try to get out of the room, and she's like, I can't because where I pushed him, I got him out of the way, out of the door, right? But I still have to pass him through, and I don't want to pass near him. I'm so scared. It's not funny, okay? But
Oh, no, but, like,
sort of, like.
Yeah.
She was
it's-
so scared. She's like, I just grabbed him like nothing, like he's dead, and it was. She explained it. It was hilarious. My mom, because she would also clean rooms here and there. She told me that, when was this? This was when COVID was going on. So my mom, I don't really know the name of her hotel just because it has been passed through different owners. But literally next to her, there's a hospital for children who have cancer. And during COVID, a lot of nurses actually stayed in her hotel since it was literally them, like next to the hospital, right? So it was like walking distance. So they actually rented out the hotel for the nurses, right? And there was a specific nurse, like she has a floor that she would like clean the rooms at. And in a very specific room, there was a nurse and she would sleep. And she said that every time that she would go there was always a lady with her, right? And she was always, she was either just sitting there looking at her daughter or just simply like knitting. I think she told me she was knitting, but I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. She said that she would sometimes make small conversation to her. She's like, "Oh, I'm just watching over my daughter. She had a very long shift. I just want to make sure she's okay." And it was always the same answer, always the same thing, right? Until eventually she stopped seeing her. She didn't see her that much, and it was only the lady, the nurse. And eventually my mom, being nosy as she is, just like, "Oh, how's the lady?" And she's your mother, right? She tells me that she likes to visit you. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yeah, your mom, like the lady that always sits there when you're sleeping." And she's like, "No, my mom passed away right after COVID hit." And it was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, fuck no." She was like, "Oh,
That's
no.
creepy.
I've been speaking to a ghost." Yeah. Like my mom was so scared. She did not. Ever since that day, she didn't clean that room. She's like, I wanted.
when did
Like
that
she
happen?
tried when COVID hit. Well, like not when
Like
COVID
after?
hit, but like during, when it was. I don't know, cause it took like what 2
Is it
years.
2020 or 2021?
It was 2021, I would say, because 2020
That's
is
when it was
when
like
it
almost
recently
kind of like settling
started,
down.
and then we had quarantine. So because she did tell her that her mom passed away as soon as COVID hit, or like very recently when it started like happening and stuff. So yeah,
Oh, no.
that was that.
Well,
That was funny.
yeah, I think that was pretty good. Well, but I'm happy to talk more. But I think that's all the time we have for now. Yeah, thank you guys for listening, and yeah, make sure to subscribe.